Hi, I'm Jim Huss with Randolph Carter here at Keyboard Exchange International, and today we're going to demonstrate how to exchange a Leslie motor in a Leslie. Sometimes when these motors become 50 years old, they just need to be totally rebuilt, and if you get problems with them, there's multiple adjustments. Oftentimes it's easier just to swap out the entire motor after it's been rebuilt. So Randolph has taken the back off this 142, and he's about to show you what's required to simply take out the existing one and pop in the new one as needed. Randolph, you want to take it from here, please?
Yes, sir. Okay, well, first things first, what I like to do is unplug all the plugs that's associated with the upper and lower motors. So the white is slow. It doesn't require any tools except to take off the back.
While Randolph's doing that, it's kind of interesting to note that this is a two-motor assembly on the 122s, 147s, 145s, 142s. This looks like one motor, but in fact, it's two motors. One for fast speed, one for slow speed, combined together, and a relay will switch the electrical current from one to the other depending if you want fast or slow. So Randolph is disconnecting the motor plugs, and now he'll be able to remove the wiring and remove the upper motor, which is a two-speed motor assembly actually. Now you do have to kind of maneuver that motor to get it out of there. Kind of put it on a little tilt. You remove the wing nut. Thank you. And there's two of those that keep it secured to rubber grommets. Once that's loose, he'll be able to lift up the motor after he takes off the belt. Okay. And this is called an idler arm. Sometimes it's a good idea to replace that whole idler arm too, because that can be a cause of squeakiness and resistance that would slow things down.
Okay, once you have it up, basically what you want to do is start twisting it up.
Up and twist. Okay, great technique there, Randolph. And then we'll take that motor and we'll rebuild it.
Yep, basically twist it all the way out.
You notice how he twisted that and turned it so it would come out without having to remove the hardware. It's great technique on Randolph's part. And then we'll swap out and he'll put in the rebuilt one. As I say, this is often the easiest way to resolve a motor issue. Just replace it entirely with one that's been rebuilt. Now, because we do a lot of rebuilding of motors for our restored Leslies, we're used to doing this, and in a rare situation where one of our customers is having a problem and it can't be resolved in the field, we'll just send a replacement motor. It's hard to actually find people who can work on these motors, so we actually have a specialist who is a machinist and a Hammond organ player, and he's rebuilding our motors for us, putting in a lot of new parts, and doing a fantastic job.
So you want the wires on a particular side, Randolph?
Yeah, the wires should always be on the left hand side.
Wires on the left.
Here we go. And you'll know when it's incorrect because it won't rub against these actual the side of the walls.
That's a great point that you make, because we've noticed some motors make a loud hum simply because they're vibrating through those wooden walls, and they're acting as a soundboard. So then Randolph will take those down to the bottom and plug them in where they're required, and he'll dress up the wires, put the back on, and that's pretty much the essence of
Put the
what needs
wire
to be
nuts
done.
back on.
And the wing nuts.
The wing nuts, lock those back on. Plug the plug in the correct color and slow or fast spot, and you'll be good to go.
And you'll also notice that the wires are color-coded, brown and white, and where you plug them in on the amplifier, it will say brown and white. So this is a pretty easy job, especially when you have the experience that Randolph and the technicians have here. But if you're doing it for the first time, it's a little more complicated, because just like anything that you do for the first time, it's a little more complicated. We hope that this video makes things a lot easier for you, and thank you very much for visiting with us here at Keyboard Exchange International. God bless you all.